Last time on Metaphor ReFantazio, September 24th, the duel with Louis in Grand Trad goes as planned, and a couple of colts later, victory is secured. But not before Louis channels an arcane magic, transmorgifying our hero into a human in plain view for the populace to see. Louis reveals this meeting to be a distraction to eliminate the prince, as the crew flees the capital to the Eldan Sanctum to prevent the slaying of His Highness. But it appears we are too late. This room. It's what we've all seen when we awoke into the archetype. Oh my god. It just now hit me. Are you ready, Will? Yeah. Whatever we're about to learn, I think it's gonna change everything. Yup. There it is. Oh my god. Well... here he is.
This way.
No. Your Highness.
No. Oh my god.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
Why is there no blood?
No, it all happened in the bunk room in the back.
Oh.
We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes. Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Her?
Despicable?
Wait, what?
What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
We had a queen.
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our Elder tribe.
My god. That's who.
She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them.
A fool even to the end.
But you see...
My god.
This boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so...
Huh? What's up?
You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Oh, come on already. Just tell me.
Is something amiss, Milady Gruade? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Are these false memories? But who would do that? I don't get it.
Hurry.
Even Gallica? I hear that voice again. Coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was a mistake?
It was all a mistake.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
No. No, it's not over.
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul,
What?
that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus, his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
Then what about... So our entire journey was a lie. But why not just tell us the whole truth? I don't understand. But if we are his soul, then... yeah. I guess this is what he wanted.
I'm just a traveler.
Could a mere traveler have borne witness to so many happenings beyond mortal understanding? To name but a few, thy parents, memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
Yeah, you lost me.
I just don't remember.
Then search thy mind. Thou knowest the truth in thy heart, surely. Thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation.
Who's talking right now?
'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin.
So that's why Gallica's memories?
All thou hadst,
Whoa.
all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince.
In a meta kind of way, it's just taking the silent protagonist that we're used to expecting and playing with those expectations. Dang.
Thy memories of youth in
That's-
the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Well, yeah, we're not even real. Like,
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self?
the trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me? Believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am... the prince.
This is going over my head a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa, okay.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Hark, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
Wait, did I actually call it?
In his stead didst thou travel the world.
Wow.
Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self.
That's crazy.
Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
That's just magic, I guess. How could he pull that off? We were never real. I mean, is that even a plot twist? I don't know what to make of this.
It all began with the novel in thy possession.
I mean, I guess so, but how does that even... When in doubt. That's Magla. Wait, whoa.
Drawn by the divine relic,
What?
Magla coalesced into flesh.
The book is a
and
relic.
Flesh coalesced into form.
I didn't see that coming.
The form of an elder, as I once was.
What happened to the queen? How did she die? What's up with the eyes? Okay. I guess she's always been pretty friendly.
The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
I mean, after a whole game of them lying to us, I don't even... Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What does that mean? No way. Hey, I don't mind the new look. Really standing out. Let's go. That's amazing. But Okay, I wasn't too far off with the imaginary friend thing, but man. Hey guys, what's up? Looks like the best outcome possible.
What is this?
Oh, you don't recognize me?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance. The boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No! But... I was alone?
And we've been gaslit for how many hours?
By this choice,
By
he
you.
might be saved.
What?
By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled.
But how would they know that the prince wouldn't survive? If this is the queen and she's long gone.
As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved, and so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own.
Oh.
Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
Well, that's good news, right? You can do whatever you want. We can still hang out. Nothing really changed. She looks so sad, though. I don't like that. But I do like the hairdo. My God.
How do we make sense of this?
Yeah, I don't...
Is it really you? How do you feel?
Honestly, kind of naked without my, like, headpiece. So, yeah, I feel a little lighter. Oh, man, I'd be cracking jokes, too, if I were...
I feel a bit lighter.
What? British? Willie! I guess the name makes sense now. God, just seeing him with those eyes and that hair, it just doesn't look right. It looks like Photoshop.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
Does she feel guilty? She's been lying. Like, it's not that big a
So
deal.
let me get this straight.
Hold on! Whoa! Gallica!
You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
It works for me. Yeah, sums that up.
Then, that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
Hey, I existed, Basilio. Just had a natural birth, that's all.
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
So we're basically a dragon. In a very loose definition. Okay.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself.
Dang, Juno, we're insane.
Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
There's the Jungian angle. Okay, so I guess in a sense, yeah, now we are the self. Even though the prince was the unified self, but I don't know.
You mean to say
I can't figure it out.
it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along.
I guess we never lied. How about that? That's, I mean, not a lot of good it's gonna do now, but...
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh?
Oh my god.
Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
Yeah, you didn't fail anything, Hulkenberg. We're here.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
Nuh-uh, not canon. Didn't happen.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
Right. This whole time you were saving the Prince, Hulkenberg. There you go.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
Think so. Oh my god, no.
Please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most.
Technically, you did not fail me.
And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
It's okay. No.
Then I hereby pronounce your sentence.
Give the poor knight a break, will you? You've been by her side all this time. You of all people know how much she's gone through for you.
I'm sorry, Hulkenberg. Wipe those tears away. We're back.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Well, it turns out I'm harder to kill than we all thought.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
Oh my god, I cried happy tears. Jesus.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed? Milord.
Oh man, that don't sound natural. Let's just, don't want to make it any harder than it needs to be.
Captain. Same as always.
No, Your Highness. What? With all respect, I must object.
But I'm the Prince, Hulkenberg.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee.
Oh my god.
You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Hulkenberg, you're embarrassing me in front of Norris.
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
Yes, we appreciate your foresight, Norris. I take no offense.
So much for acting same as always.
Oh my god, this rules. Well, now what, gang? Who's trying to get some worms? Y'all trying to eat some worms? I'm hungry.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Eldan blood and Eldan legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic.
What?
Perhaps this is how it came to be.
What? So what is true magic?
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
I mean, I thought he was just because he was an Elder, but...
Even having it all explained like
Wow.
this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
That is such an obvious clue in your face. Like, think about it, right? There was tons of Elders before. But it's the Royal Gauntlet Run. You can't forget that. That's the coolest twist yet, in my opinion.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
Well, did a good job, in my opinion.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Don't put me on the spot. Yeah, I got an idea. That, stained glass window in academia. Never did forget about it.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Kinda got my hair color, a little bit.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side, unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruaday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
There's only one big mystery left, and this is the place to hear it. Come on.
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door.
Oh, come on.
I'll wait for you there.
We're sitting right next to each other.
I need a visual aid. All right, that's fine. Oh my God, dude. Is that playing with the expectations of the average fan of these games? Like, oh, he's a silent protagonist. Don't worry about his backstory. Or is it like a meta commentary on... I don't know what it is, bro. But I didn't see that coming. And that's impressive. Oh my God, would you look at that? Huh. You know, it's growing on me. It really is. But hey, yo, anybody got some food? Feel like I haven't eaten in a couple days. Quite a state of village in right now. Is that all you need? How's the time? Oh, wow, okay. Oh, just got a couple ambrosia lying around. Oh, and swords too. What the? Are we about to get into another fight? Oh, God. And me without my wallet. Well, most of my wallet. Well, seeing how the Luis battle went, maybe we'll be okay. I don't know.
Well, I'll be. Am I correct in pursuing? You are the prince now. Hadn't heard of any elder boy joining the resistance ranks and going out on missions, so, see, you took me by surprise. To think that you're the prince's other half. Ah, fate's a fickle one.
I think my original theory is that, like, yeah, the prince and, you know, Will were gonna rule the country together, side by side, but no, it's... well, I guess we are side by side, but that's... I spend so many hours, like, thinking about these games, like, theorizing, and, you know, that can kind of ruin it sometimes. It's like, well, it's probably gonna go this way. He's on the loading screen from, you know, day to day. It's gonna be real important. He's probably gonna die. Like, you know, that was kind of obvious, right? So we look at the, you know, the transition screen, and it's just empty, and we feel awful. But they didn't do that. They didn't need to, because we are him. This entire time, we were, in a sense, the prince's heart. That is a twist that, like, I truthfully love. I guarantee you people on the internet are not going to feel the same way, though. You know, I'll be interested to see your thoughts, I guess. Will this land for people? You know, games like Atlas games always have, like, a big twist, right? But this one I'm totally cool with. How could this be? 'Tis truly a miracle. Lady Gruade mentioned she'd caught wind of some manner of revelation. Could this be the late queen's? Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait, is this the path? Okay, we're gonna save that for last. I thought the path was over there. My bad. Hey, man. Thanks for teaching me all that stuff back in the day. I'm, you know, I'm kind of wise now. That explains why we were so empty at the very start, why we were so stupid and not courageous. Because we were literally just getting started. Russell? How could this be? His Highness resurrected. 'Tis a most joyous turn of events, of course, but I dare say my heart needs a reprieve from all these sharp twists of fate. Yeah, me too, buddy. To think he's been alive and well, residing in a body composed from magma particles. He furthered his goal by storing his mind within another vessel. 'Tis reminiscent of his Majesty's royal magic. Maybe he had a taste of that? Possibly. Or is it something else entirely? People who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. That thorough, huh? Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell's all but remains. Hardly a resistance now. Well, hey, people that are still around, don't worry, I'll set it right. I don't care how many steeds it takes.
Oh, very nice.
Never before have I seen such incredible magic. Your Highness, as I understood it, you managed to thwart 2 separate attempts in your life. We Elder are used to weathering our fair share of misfortune, yet you've evidently faced so much worse. God, the Sanctus Church, man. Why? Is it just because we're... I don't know. I just don't understand it. Why would you be so... I mean, it's not the first time there's been a genocide in the... You know... in fiction or real life. It just happens. But it shouldn't, but... They did the research, I guess. What in the heavens? The dead prince is alive! Old man Russell must be dumbfounded! And the rest of the resistance still lived. I wonder how they might take the news. Man. I don't know. I'm not stalling, I promise. I gotta get this out of my system. This is crazy. Oh god, she's humped. They are so really bright light. That was a really bright light. Now there's a dead person come back to life. Are all the royalty from outside world like you? The outside world sounds ridiculous. What? Outside world? I don't even know what that can mean, bro. Well, we're about to get a crazy revelation. Buckle up, everybody.
Oh, it's you.
Beyond here lies the altar's secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Lady Gruade awaits you. Oh, and also, please kindly refrain from making any loud noises, lest you startle the fairies. And no flash photography. Ma'am, yes ma'am. Well, let's go learn about the truth of reality, even though we probably already figured it out. Maybe not. Would you look at that? Oh my god, no, we have not figured out anything Excuse me? What's going on? I guess that's our mom, but... Or is it? I don't know anymore.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
Common ancestor. Well, I'm sure everyone figured that out. But...
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
My God.
They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
You're kidding. That makes sense, though. Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
A few centuries. Just because we discovered magic. God, that is terrifying.
You understand now, yes. We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince. That is to say, I am the scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to.
And that's what happened with Louis. He just overcharged us with magic. That could, in theory, happen to anybody.
Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. how does the Sanctus Church fit in?
I know, right?
All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
How do they come into that? They're so, like, forgotten at this point. It's crazy.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark?
Wait. So magic igniters just, like, let people use the magic that is within them? Like, they're not even necessary? Is that what you're getting at?
In truth, it's the opposite.
Oh
Igniters are tools made to limit magic.
What?
Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes.
So that's the truth of the Sanctus Church.
The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic.
But along the years, they forgot their true purpose.
At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the
Oh,
truth
my
when
God.
it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
That's, in here I thought it was about, you know, the Mustaris.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
Very clever, game writers.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
Right. It's just almost too... It's so dumb. It's all just so tragic.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Wait, again? No way. What? How much further can we go?
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those dissent don't deserve to die. Out as though that's the natural order. What on earth? It's... What is it? I don't even know! I mean, he's got a crown! I guess that's the true prince. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince.
Let's do it.
The last archetype. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will be meaning in showing them my conviction in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Hey, fine by me.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown.
I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Oh my god, Gallica. Well, let's do this thing.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Oh my god. Here, I thought they wanted to deliver on their promise to make a game about anxiety, but no, I get it. I've seen what they're trying to say.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Let's go. My god. That ruled. But what about this room?
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Louis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
What does that mean? That can only mean he's a... But he has horns.
Luis has
What?
been here? What do you know of him?
What the heck?
What do you wish to know?
Oh my god, effing everything. Just tell me about Luis. Who really is he?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
Or did Rella not understand?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
But if he had the royal magic...
Even if it was possible,
Oh my
I don't know
God.
what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
That's his aim. But what made him this way? I don't understand. I mean, that explains his hatred of Forden, but... Dude,
What do you wish to know?
we're past that now. Well, anyway, this spell...
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
That is definitely a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
So, overcoming your fears. That's the original magic. That's the truth of Magla. These goddamn triangles. Been around us the whole game. That's it.
In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more Magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the Magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
No.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
The beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Louis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster.
Then who's next?
Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
I feel like my entire world is like changed. Like, I don't know. Thank God this plot twist was never spoiled for me, because I genuinely love this.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Louis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
What? How'd he get in? Zorba! Of all people? Oh my god, Nourish running. But why would he sneak? Oh my god, I want to look at the paintings! Okay, look at the paintings. Zorba will die. In that art, there's an idea. But point being, this is the craziest game. They delivered. I'm so glad they just didn't do a normal fantasy RPG. Who the heck is this? Dad? That hair? A wise-looking youth and a beautiful woman face each other in the familiar fort. That hair. It's not it is Hithloday. Upon closer examination, the woman is now the art appears to be a blessing of the union between the two figures. I wonder when this scene is supposed to have taken place. Oh my god, Luis is our half... Could he be our half-brother? They said he's adopted. I mean, at this point, why even include that? I don't care who he is. This is too far. Oh man, can't use my sword in here? God freaking dang. Go! Willie!
Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We have no casualties. However, we were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I'm powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. He is not above taking hostages. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the Prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. Okay, I'm ready to fight, dude. Where is he? Get out here. Before that, though, I'm just a little curious. There it is. Wow. Activate synthesis skills? Lizal is making most of their strength and unique skills. Oh my god. Whoa, look at that sword! It's almost like a trident. I mean, but like in reverse. What are these skills? Damage against human types? Oh my god. Royal Slash. Dude. Well, I mean, so there's ever time to use it.
Stop! You... Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours.
Funny that.
So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Louis.
Do you have any idea what Louis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Louis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself.
Oh.
He's forgotten anything he really wants.
Yeah.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Louis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
What was it? Did he oh my god, he summoned
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Ready to go. About time for a rematch against both of them. Hopefully. Oh, it did it for me. The power of your newly earned archetype prince surges forth.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now.
Wait, we get tutorials this late in the game?
Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Yeah, we know how to beat this one. Okay, so let's get the, the skinny of it. Can active support for all synthesis skills? That just completely breaks the game. They know that, right? That's crazy. We're just gonna get every single way. Sable dance. Oh, wait. Okay. So like this. Okay. I mean, that's, horse hits a little harder. Anyway, yeah, we have everything now. That's ridiculous. I mean, I wish they didn't, waste my first, turn with that puny of an ability. But genuinely, okay. I mean, the game is, yeah, we got everything now. That is ridiculous. Will is gonna need a lot of MP because we're gonna be comboing with him like every turn, bro. Such a cool, like, way to do this. I mean, oh my god, look at all that. I can do line guard now too. That's nuts. What do we do here? I mean, I guess that's fine. Might as well. Man, I almost feel bad for everyone else. I mean, the main character's obviously got to get the coolest thing, right? But I almost feel bad for, like, everyone else. Like, it's really been Will's show the whole time, which makes sense. Oh my god, get right. Oh, sorry, Juna. Sorry. Well, we can't have you up front. Yeah, sure. Wait, what? Have now? Yeah. What? Why would I not?
Leave it to me.
Yeah, just like old times. Listen, they only got us so many assets. I'm the biggest hater when it comes to boss rematches. But when your bosses look like these, I think that's slightly justified. Let's see it. Royal Sword. Severe physical almighty damage. I mean, might as well. What's it gonna do? Oh, wait. It's not weak to strike anymore. That's kind of a problem, but it don't even matter. Oh my god. I thought he was just gonna... 8,000 damage. We don't even need buffs anymore, bro. The game's over. I mean, they gotta just, like, up the ante now. Give us, like, humans infused with other humans or something. Like, where do you go from here? Wing God Scale? Sure, yeah. I don't know who the swords are for anymore, but go for it.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I know, and just when I thought we were as strong as we're ever gonna be.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Louis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe.
Huh? What's going on, Stroll?
We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, right? Louis won't see this coming. God.
Still, what's our next move?
Oh yeah, Zorba. Ooh.
The people think you a monster. Will not find any public backing like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the hairdo's gonna convince anybody. He's trying to fool us. He just changed his hair.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your Highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Louis to the bitter end?
Yeah, let's get it.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Louis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey. And if Louis has his way with the world, such partings will become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Man. Sing the victory song, Juna. You got us, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
So dope.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions.
All the more motivation.
After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever.
Oh, what?
If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Yes, I will.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose.
You've been saying that for 20 hours.
Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's gonna go down there. God, ever since the assassination, the game's just been moving Mach speed.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met.
Well, that's not entirely accurate, Gallica.
The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real.
Yeah, there you go. It's good now.
Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to say it again.
Likewise, I'm glad to be your ally.
Yep. Though, I guess our toughest challenge is next.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica. As both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
Wow, Elemental Master and Warlock. You may just straight up gain additional turns. Okay, that's cool. Sure took you a while, Gallica. I thought you liked me. But no, this makes the most sense. From a narrative perspective, she kind of has to be last. Doesn't mean I got, whoa, he's looking awesome. He's pimped out. And the Warlock, oh man, the Warlock's not playing around. Vicious. I dig it though. Huh?
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
Wait, Moore's theme? Why are you playing that? This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. When I think about it, may it help me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late king of Euchornia, and the queen of the Eldan Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
There's so many questions. I think I just unraveled one big one by myself, but we'll get to that.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome, yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Dang. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Even if we claim the throne, it won't last forever. The true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within novels based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? Oh my god. It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruidae mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, that little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Louis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is going all over the place, but...
And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission.
Okay.
My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
Sounds good to me. Where will this game end? I don't know. After discussing the novel and our deals with Gallica, I closed my eyes, drifted to sleep. Or not. Hey, man. You busy? I guess not if you summoned me. Academia. It seems that I've been summoned by more in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times.
Wait, yeah, if you're the author of that book and... but you have horns, Moore. What's going on here?
An archetype whose existence was only theoretical.
Whoa.
Known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
I mean, yeah, it's good enough.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed.
Here I thought he was gonna say the fate was to die, but I mean, Moore's, for all we know, immortal.
Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince.
Yeah, well, focusing on Moore, we escaped death in every sense.
Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Oh my god, Moore, you're gonna make me blush. Chill out.
Indeed.
Oh, what?
'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember.
Wait.
I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time?
Is Moore our dad?
Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
I mean, he's got the long hair, he's got the horns.
As for you, I bid thee awaken.
Oh, dream over?
Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
God, we really love that word final in this game. I'm not mad about it, it's just funny. So many questions. My consciousness faded away. Then went back to my deep sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Eldan Sanctum?
Time
What would that
marches
mean?
on, and the age
wait
of
for
a
it,
new
wait.
king
Oh!
draws nearer.
Oh my god! That's amazing.